Hello, everybody. Cyanesk111 here, and welcome back to Duchy. Seeing that we've done the tutorial and won a run on easy difficulty in the last part, albeit by just a hair, I think it's time for me to do a serious run this time with normal. But first, you can see down here on the missions and progress tree buttons that there are numbers right above them. 20, I believe, is the number of missions we've done, and yeah. You can see right here that we've done... Well, it did say 17 before I clicked on it. And it's just showing me the number of achievements that I have yet to check up on. As for the Duchy, we can see that we have 3 missions completed. Or wait, is it 4? I can't really tell. I have no time to dwell on it. But we do have unlocked crowns that we can use to unlock stuff in the progress tree, as we've seen before. We got the town from getting 1 crown from a mission we completed back on our first run, and we have 15 available right now, so might as well use them to my advantage. Let's see what I want to unlock. Training Camp. Send 12 units to each allied military building aligned with it. Tax Office. Gain 15 gold for each aligned building, including enemies. Strategic Pavilion. Recruit 8 arrows for each adjacent military building. Rightio. New Terrain. River. The river works best when continuous, and it's a great source of gold. Also unlock 4 new cards. I wonder what those may be. Bridge. Minimum flow 15. Considered as a river. Collect 3 gold for each connected river. That'll be fun to use. River Castle. Minimum flow 15. Recruit 1 sword for each connected river. A new mechanic. Technology cards. Technology cards are passive effects that boost your abilities and buildings' effects. Also unlock 9 new cards. Don't mind if I do. Optimizer. Increase the exploration multi-row bonus by 1. Sounds good. New mechanic. Mercenaries. And yes, that looks like blood. Hire mercenaries to temporarily help you fight the enemy, depending on what resources we have. New location, University. Select a new technology card of your choice when visiting this location. Indeedy. And Erudition. Or what's it called? Did I pronounce it right? Erudition. I think that's it. After each round, you have a 4th level 1 card to select from. And that's all the crowns we can use. But look at how far up we've gone on the tree. There's still some more stuff that we'll need to unlock once we have enough crowns. But we're already at 18% progress. And that number is only going to get higher the more stuff we unlock on the progress tree. We've gotten some more missions done, but I'm not going to check up on them right now. I want to go ahead and start a new run on normal difficulty. We've done easy difficulty with the Duchy, but that's in the past. I'm going to be a man and play normal difficulty. We haven't unlocked the Republic or the Order yet, which are the 2 factions other than the Duchy you can play as. You can unlock them in the progress tree, but alas, I do not have the crowns to do it. So, enough chit-chat. Let's start. We got 3 peaceful regions before us. One is mostly plains, one is 50-50, one is mostly forests. I'm gonna do the 50-50 one. Farm, watchtower, wood clearer. We're clear to go, so to speak. I want to hold that piece for later. But this is a long piece, and I want to save them for when we do 4 rows at once. There's our farm. That's our wood clearer. It would be pretty nice if we could get a watchtower soon. Ish. I think I may want to use this long piece now, so I don't miss out on exploration bonuses this early on. There's our watchtower. But I think it might be too little too late. Especially with all these forests. Better safe than sorry. I still get exploration from this. And it looks like that's pretty much all the things I can do with this setup. Yep. But we did pretty good this first round. Resources collected, right here. Technology cards. Technology cards will now randomly appear as round rewards. Each technology has a unique effect, and you can also upgrade them in the deck menu, just like buildings. But unlike buildings, technology cards don't need to be selected for each round. Their effect is always active. Militia. Military buildings recruit 4 units for each adjacent production building. Strong Defender. Increase your max defense by +10. And look at you sporting the Duchy symbol of the sun. And Heavy Plow. Gain +2 wheat when exploring a field. I got something that can turn plains into fields, so why not? Let's see what that can do for me. Next up, we got a university, where we can obtain a technology card. Technology card that modifies cards. Technology card of any type. I'll roll the dice. Militia and Strong Defender again. And Treadmill Crane. Reduce building cards upgrade cost by 10%. Yes, please. We can upgrade it, but that is going to require resources. The very thing that it's going to discount off of us, or the buildings. So by going to this food depot, we have a choice between 2 hostile regions. One of which has forest, the other has rivers. Without the other one, vice versa. But by going to the gold depot, we have a choice between this hostile region and the peaceful region, which is 50-50 of plains and forests. Look at how little gold we have, so gold depot it is. I really do want the gold. Our defenses are permanently increased for the Duchy for the rest of the time we play it. So, alright. Tax Collector 1. Collect a total of 1,000 go ahead and go into this hostile region with rivers. The very mechanic that I unlocked on the progress tree some time ago. Want to go ahead and upgrade my farm before we move on ahead. I can upgrade it twice. Very, very nice. My wood clearer is gonna be pretty useless. But we can hire mercenaries now, as you can see here. Be careful, mercenaries can only be used for the round they've been paid. They'll leave your deck afterwards. Let me check to see what units they have. They have arrows and swords. They have their own mercenary camp too, I see. I think what I should do is get a mercenary camp that has axes in it. Yep, doing it. I'll disable the wood clearer, enable the mercenary camp, and it looks like we are all set to go. Very first river piece ever placed down by me. A truly momentous occasion, to be sure. Okay. Training camp. You're going down here. Advanced farming. Explore 5 fields at once in a single row. Sweet. There's my watchtower coming up. Any place for me to put this? Okay, the watchtower has range 2, so it should gain a substantial amount of units. This is gonna be a bit of a problem, but I'll place it right over here. This can go right. Oh! I let go of S too late. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well. This watchtower also has a range of 2. Oh, shoot, I did not think of that. Mercenary camp. There it is. I'll just seal this off from any planes. How on earth did I forget that the training camp was down there? Oh man, I've been having brain farts all over the place lately. They've been so frequent, it's not even funny. Alright, so the game plan is to... I can't believe I accidentally gave this watchtower more units. And I completely forgot about the training camp, training camp down there. What is wrong with me? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have the axes from my mercenary camp go into the swords in their mercenary camp. Take them out. I'll take the swords over there out. I'll add what's left of my axes to the arrows. And then we'll hopefully finish them off, preferably. Huh, look at that. We got the status quo. The status quo. And by completing advanced farming, we unlock the garden. And that's that. Ranger base, roadhouse, kindling. Obtain 5 wood when exploring a building adjacent to a forest. I'll take a ranger base. And at the trading fair, wood is what I have the least of, so I'll trade in 100 wheat for 200 wood. And we got a hostile region with plains and rivers, but still no forests. Let's see what we can do there. I'm gonna bring in my ranger base. And looks like I'm in luck, because they got arrows and axes, but no swords. Farm. I'll spend 50 wheat to unlock this slot, and I was gonna hire a mercenary camp, but there's 1 sword and 2 axes. Wood Clearer is not gonna do squat since there are no forests in this deck. You know what? Maybe I could hire this mercenary camp for 50 gold. Because it's axes. And they have less garrison in axes than this mercenary camp does, but just barely. But let's see what this does. I'll reserve that. There's my mercenary camp. I didn't read what the garden does, but maybe it would be a good idea. Your buildings turn 1 random adjacent plane into a field when placed. Okay. I'm gonna reserve that building for now. I won't ever have to play it, hopefully. Here comes their mercenary camp. Of 13 arrows. Here comes my farm. Which will fit nicely in here. Watchtower is getting slightly stronger with every block I place down. Not on my watch. Recruit 25 arrows from a single watchtower. I somehow forgot that you do something with forest pieces. And only forest pieces. But there are no forest tiles in my deck, so it ain't gonna do squat. Okay, the rally point. I'm still not gonna even think about playing. Each adjacent planar field, so that's definitely a no-go. Alarm tower. I'll stick you right here. Looks like I can get 1 more line out of this. And I do! Longest river. End the round with a continuous river going from bottom to top. From here to here. Excellent. Alright, so 26 arrows can take out 13 arrows. And they can go into my axes, then their axes over there. Perfect. 15 axes left. And our watchtower gets upgraded from level 1 to level 2. Permanently. Starting in the next run, I play as the Duchy. River Castle. Saw that in the progress tree. Farm and Hunting Lodge. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take another farm. Can I upgrade it right now? Yes, I can. And I can make this into a level 3 too. Though that means I'll have to watch out for any enemy buildings that can do something with planes. I've already sacrificed 15 defense, so I'll take the 150 gold for free. Now it's a choice between just plains and forests, or just plains and rivers. This is a hostile region, so I don't think I'd want to risk strengthening the boss by going to a peaceful region. I'll get my wood clearer in here. I can spend 100 wheat to get my other farm in here. Wooden fortress, mercenary camp, training camp. They have swords and axes. And I have arrows so far. Arrows can take out their axes easily. I think I'm gonna deselect one of my farms and I'm gonna hire another mercenary camp for 50 gold. Yeah, there we go. And with that, I think we're ready. I'll reserve the long pieces. That's an early farm. Not really what I was looking for. But I will have to take it. Oh! I gotta learn to stop holding W for too long. Gosh, this is getting annoying. Okay, that's a wooden fortress, so I'll need to avoid this from touching wood at all costs. I'll seal you off from any forests. Oh, but that means my ranger base can't get any more units. What am I doing? Okay, that's a training camp, so I don't want it to align with any enemy buildings. I think this should be a good spot for it. There's my watchtower. There's my mercenary camp. Good lord, this is making me nervous. I get more units for my watchtower, but is it going to be enough? Well, I could take 3 of these arrows, turn them into axes, and I'll see what I can do to take out their swords. Then I'll take what's left over to arrows, and then into axes, and I'll cross my fingers for this. Hope I don't lose too much defense from this, since the wall's coming up. Okay. That worked out slightly in my favor. We got 11 units left over. Optimizer, shipyard, lumber camp. I'll take a shipyard. Just for the different unit types than the 2 buildings that can house arrow units. Trading fair. You are going to give me 575 wood for the troubles I've had. And with that, we're going onto the wall. For only the 2nd time, and I'm already having this much trouble on normal difficulty. But I will bring in my shipyard. They have 1 of each type, plus 1 of arrows. Maybe I could bring in... Okay, I can bring in a mercenary camp that has swords. Rally point, strategic pavilion, wooden fortress, another strategic pavilion. It sounds pretty risky, but I want to see how high my watchtower can go with all the fields that are going to surround it. Even though I do know the wall is going to force me to play compact. But here we go. We're starting out with a river and a forest tile. Right there's where it's gonna go. There's an enemy rally point coming up, which I'm gonna hold. And a strategic pavilion, which is gonna go right over here. Another forest piece will go here. Each connected forest piece. I'll place it here. Explored river adjacent to the grid border. Oh, so the bottom does count. I've seen that the sides do count, but I didn't think the bottom would yet. Farm. I meant to place it over left 1. Well, we got another farm coming up, so it's not a total loss. There comes the problem of where do I place it exactly. If I place the rally point here, it is gonna be dangerously close to the fields. So with the ranger base, it is gonna be for connected forest pieces, so I could place it right down here. But we are in a bit of a situation here. I'm gonna place my other farm right here to block the wooden fortress from getting any wood. Ever. Rally point. That is. Nine units so far from there. Wood clearer's range is 2. I can place it right down here. Clear those 2 wood tiles. This is gonna go here. Oh, so the river tiles don't need to be connected to one another for the effects of shipyard to trigger. Well, now I know. The wall is at 30, which is, I believe, the lowest it's gonna go. I don't think I can get any more lines from this, which is a bummer, but c'est la vie. I'm sitting pretty for right now, but will my armies say otherwise? I think what I'm gonna do is take my arrows, bring them to the enemy axes, convert what's left over into my axes, take out their swords, turn them into arrows, take out their arrows, and we'll go to the wall from there. I hope this works. Looking good. We're gonna take 8 damage from this, but no biggie. We're still alive. Okay, vantage point, outpost. I don't need any more farms. I can take an outpost, which will recruit 10 swords for each adjacent mountain piece. Act 1 boss defeated. And 1 new terrain is coming up for the upcoming act, which is the mountain. I think I'm gonna get rid of the shipyard. And I'll leave the river behind for the mountains. Guild and university. Let's see what that's a guild. Military card with ranged units. Wood. Production. I've got 2 arrows and a sword building. Let's see what production cards I can get from this. A hunting lodge. That's gonna come in handy. Oh, that was a peaceful region over there. I should definitely learn to look ahead when choosing what building I want to go to. But it seems I got lucky this time. Okay, so they have a watchtower, 2 wooden fortresses, and another watchtower. In fact, deselect my farm, select my hunting lodge. And I think we should be all set. Okay, watchtower. With a range of 2, you're going right over here. No, wait. I think over here would be a better spot for you. Ah, there's another watchtower coming up. That's theirs. I think we're gonna keep you in reserve. And I hopefully won't ever have to play you. My outpost is coming up. And it wants adjacent mountain pieces. Which I'm qualified to give them. I shall place you right here. Wood clearer. You're gonna get me some wood at least. Right on cue, wooden fortress. Connected forest pieces are what you want, and it's what you get. Yeah, I'll place you down there. More swords for me. Visitor 2. Explore a total of 100 rows. Peasant 2. For 250 total wheat. Wooden fortress. Again. Going over there. Hunting lodge. You too want connected forest pieces. So it shall be. For axes this time. Okay, this is plains. You're gonna make my watchtowers stronger. Field definitely does help. And I think that's pretty much all I can do here. Unless... Nah, I don't want to place the watchtower down. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the round here. Alright, so... Swords and arrows. My swords can easily take out their arrows. What's left of my swords can become... Actually... I'll take these arrows, turn them into swords that can take out their arrows. Trying to do some math in my head. Arrows, swords, arrows... I'll take the axes up, take out these swords, and finish up with my arrows. Let's see what that does. I may have missed out on some potential gold, but no matter. I got another battle under my belt. It ended slightly in their favor, but mostly in mine. Stone mine, carpenter, another wood clearer. I'm gonna reroll. I need some more military buildings. Old tower is what I see for the taking. And now we're going into the guild, which is gonna get me some more units. I have arrows, I have swords, I have an axe building. I'll get a production building card. I will take an orchard. Moving on up. So what I will want to do is try to go for 2 hostile regions in a row before reaching the trading fair and finally the keep. I'm gonna get some more stone. I'll take the gift. And I can obtain another building card. That'll work on plains. Nope, no more farms for me. I'll do another watchtower, because why not? And now, off to the hostile region we go, where we're gonna see a stone fortress, mercenary camp, vantage point, and a rally point. I wish I had the wheat to unlock another slot, but I don't. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this watchtower to get some more arrow units. And the outpost is also going to be upgraded for more swords for each adjacent mountain piece. Can I upgrade the hunting lodge too? Yes, I can. Alright, I think we're ready. Their rally point, I will hold. Watchtower's coming up pretty early. Their stone fortress. You're calling for mountain pieces, so Ranger base is calling for connected forest pieces. That I will give. It's gonna be a bit tricky getting forest pieces down there, but I sure will try. Hunting lodge. I'll have to place you down here. That's a mountain piece, which is gonna strengthen the stone fortress, which I don't want. That's their vantage point. For each plane or field adjacent to the connected mountain pieces. How about no? There's a wood clearer here, but I don't know if I want to. I didn't mean to do that. But this may still be okay for the ranger base. Is it? It's not looking like it. No. That's a dud. My outpost is gonna go here. It's giving more swords out. The more mountain pieces I place adjacent to it. There's a mountain piece that's going to give me more swords. It's not looking like I can do much else. So, end the round it is. Okay, so swords can attack arrows, okay. I think I'm gonna take my 3 axes, turn them into arrows, make more arrows, make more swords, then I'll just sweep the arrows of the enemy. I'm sure that's gonna go well. And it does. 33 swords left over. Land clearing. Turn 10 forests into plains, then into fields. So that means we're gonna start with an upgraded farm for every run moving forward with the Duchy. Militia base is tempting. Yeah, I'll take it. Hostile region or peaceful region? The peaceful region is almost perfectly even with the terrain types. But I still want to take out the enemies rather than reinforce the keep. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Can I upgrade the wood clearer? No. I think I'm actually gonna sell this farm right here. Yep, confirm selling. So now I can upgrade the wood clearer. It doesn't increase the range, but I gain more wood per forest cleared. So it'll be more efficient. And... Okay, so the enemy deck is going to have a prison, garrison 40. If an adjacent enemy building has more than 45 units, remove all swords from the prison. They got a mercenary camp with arrows, garrison 30, and 2 siege camps. I'm going to have to put one of these siege camps in reserve, and hopefully I won't ever have to play that. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Early farm. Early wood clearer too. Siege camp, I'll hold you. Mercenary camp, you're going over here. Siege camp. Right up here. Not so sure when my watchtower is gonna come, but I hope it's soon. There's my outpost. Each adjacent mountain piece. It's gonna give me 30 swordsmen. Ah, there's my watchtower. Wondering where you were. This is a long piece mountain, which is not very ideal. Still want to keep that siege camp in reserve. There's their prison coming up. Problem is, I have exactly 45 units in my outpost. I think I'd rather play the siege camp. It's gonna go up here. The hunting lodge. There's not a whole lot else I can do because I created this big wide hole. Evasive maneuver. Another achievement I got. But look at this mess. I think my biggest hope would be to... Okay, these are gonna turn into arrows, which will go into these arrows, which are going to try to take out both of these axes up there. Whatever's left of the axes are going to go into their arrows, which will end up heading towards my swords. And I'll hopefully Pull through. And I did. That would have been the best possible plan I could come up with. Now... I'll take a training camp. Oh, jeez. At this rate, I'm not feeling very confident that I'll last much longer beyond the keep. But I have an opportunity to get a boatload of wheat for a couple of gold. And we are off to the keep. Officially. We got our 7th slot, which I'm going to get my training camp in. Hopefully I can make the most of what's in my deck, and I can use against the keep. I want to check to see if there's anything I can upgrade before we go on. Ah yes, the hunting lodge. More axe units for it. I'll still have to remember what each of these buildings calls for to recruit units, which is going to be a challenge in and of itself. There's my hunting lodge coming up that I just upgraded. And... hunting lodge is gonna go right down here. Yep. Spun it in. Farm's gonna go here. My outpost. You're calling for adjacent mountain pieces, which I can hopefully provide. Looks like I will. Stand and deliver. Okay, so this is for connected forest pieces also. Good choice. Watchtower is gonna go down here. That's the last place a mountain piece can go and still upgrade the outpost. And its unit size. Okay, wood clearer. You're gonna go... Yep, right here. I'm doing surprisingly good at keeping the towers from getting units. All things considered. Training camp for each military building aligned with it. I think I'm gonna place this right here. Okay, training camp, I really need to take advantage of you, if at all possible. Yeah, you're gonna go right here. I don't see any way around it. Oh, but I accidentally gave that tower 10 units. Oh, gosh. And... oh well. At least this forest piece is just the right shape. That I can slightly strengthen my army up a little more. Arrows and axes. And there we go. I think I've got this one down pat. Yep. We're gonna win for sure. There we go. 21 remaining swordsmen. The Keep Mastery. Win the battle, no enemies left against the keep. I think there may have been some enemy units left when I first went up against the keep as the Duchy. Gold Diggers does sound interesting. Earn between 25 and 35 gold for each connected mountain piece. I'm gonna take another training camp. It is upgraded, so... I gotta leave something behind. Old tower... I don't think I've used even once, so... gonna go ahead and sell you. Outpost has done some good things for me. It's a toss-up between forest and mountains I want to leave behind. Oh, this is a difficult choice. The outpost is the only one of my buildings that can make sword units. The training camps, despite what these symbols may imply, only send military units to my military buildings. They don't create sword units. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my orchard, too. Never used it once either. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave mountains behind for the wasteland. I'm gonna go to a guild and hope that I can get another sword building. Wooden fortress. There's one. And I am able to upgrade it. But I only have 80 wood, so I stand corrected on that front. But looky here. A wood depot, and it goes into a hostile region. So, I don't see why not. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 400 wood. I'll heal up some before moving on to the hostile region. I'm gonna Get rid of the... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell the outpost. Don't see any way I can get some stone. And look, I have resources to upgrade the wooden fortress again. Like that. They got 2 horse stables and 2 training camps. May want to hold one of their horse stables and play both training camps, provided that they don't line up with the horse stable I placed down. Oh, I did not think this through. I did not think this through at all. What is wrong with me? Ay, ay, ay. Well, this will hopefully make up for all the units I've given the training camps. So angry that this had to happen. I'm gonna hold this. Ranger base will go here. Hunting lodge. You will go right here. Got a bunch of force pieces to place down and further boost how many troops I get. My watchtower would be pretty amazing to get right about now. Oh! Why did I do that? Seriously, why did I do that? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I just want to survive at this point. At least until the dungeon. I can see my watchtower in the queue, but placing this is gonna be a bit awkward. I can send 12 units to the lodge at least. And more units from that forest piece, at least. I don't think I can get any more units with this kind of setup. Alright. Let's see how badly I screwed things up. So my 27 arrows can go into axes, which can turn these arrows into axes. And the combined numbers can turn these swords into axes, and they can take all 3 of these sword armies out. I hope. It's looking good. And there we go. Yeah, that's the only possible way I could have survived this. No doubt. Town. Watchtower. I'm gonna take Strong Defender. I now have 75 max defense. Let's see what kind of technology card we can get. Militia. I can definitely use. I'm way short on wheat right now. Don't really think I can do anything right off the top of my head. This has a bunch of forests, this has a bunch of plains. I do have the ranger base and hunting lodge with me, so I think I'll go to the forest hostile region. And I also get to have the freedom of choice when I emerge from this alive. Hopefully. I'm gonna take this training camp out and replace it with this upgraded one. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and sell this level 1 training camp. So I'll have more room. I don't think there's a limit to how many buildings or technologies you can have, but better safe than sorry. Wooden Fortress, Raider Colony. Transform adjacent plain and forest and river into wasteland and lose 5 for each. I don't think I've seen that in any Drop Duchy video I've watched, if I'm not mistaken. But the problem is, it's Garrison 70. Damn. I don't suppose I can upgrade my ranger base, can I? Nope. I'm a couple wood short. And hopefully I can get some more wheat in time to unlock this 8th and final slot. This is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, Wooden Fortress. You're part of them. Ranger base, you're calling for connected forest pieces, which I'm not going to give you. Here's my ranger base. I'm pretty confident that this is going to be enough, but I don't want to risk losing at this point. It's so late in the game. The Garrison 70 is a problem. Less so if I place enough adjacent terrain pieces next to them. That must be one of my passives kicking in. Okay, I still get some wiggle room for my forest military buildings. Though not much, at any rate. And that was it. Some divisions are weakened. Mine gets stronger with every contiguous forest piece I place down. Okay. So... How do I want to do this? I'm gonna take my 39 arrows, turn them into axes. They can take out swords. Then I'll move my units into axes. Into swords, into arrows, and into my other arrow division. I got this. 63 arrows. There we go. Stone Mine Hunting Lodge. I can get another hunting lodge. Though I already have one that's maximum upgraded. I'm gonna skip. None of these look pretty appealing to me at this point in time. Another hostile region. Even on plains and forests, I'll go there. I'll need to upgrade something before we go in. Upgrading the ranger base to level 3 is going to cost a whopping 630 gold, with 30 wood, I meant, which I'm feeling very doubtful we're going to receive at any point from here on out. Alright. I healed up a little bit. Still crossing my fingers and hoping that we'll be able to unlock that 8th and final slot by the time this round ends. I'll play you now. Hold you and hope I don't ever have to play you. Hunting Lodge. I'll place you over here. And I'll hope for some more forest pieces so I can place you continuously. Place them continuously so I can get it more units. Ranger base is also calling for connected forest pieces, so that shall be dandy. Okay, an adjacent enemy building has to have more than 60 units for all swordsmen to be removed. Not sure how confident I am in that happening. There's our second prison with 55 units. That's my wooden fortress. I'll place that here. I got a wood clearer, but it's pretty much useless by this point, so I'll stick it right down here. This is gonna go here. Is there any way I can stick this long piece down? I don't think there is. Or maybe if I can do some stylish moves. Nope. 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 Ah, there we go. I'm pretty big in axes right now, so I'm not sure how that's going to help my case. Okay, so this siege camp has 60 axes, so I'm going to take my arrows, move them over there, and then from that point... I think there are going to be more arrows than axes left over by the time that camp is vanquished. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do 30 swords into axes. Then the axes can take out these prison swordsmen. What's left of their swordsmen can become axes, then they'll try but fail to take out my arrows, and that's what I'm hoping. Yep, there we go. We end with 58 arrows. Conqueror 2 complete a total of 25 rounds. Getting so many achievements now. I'll do a wheelbarrow. Scholar owns 6 or more technology cards in a single run. Trade cards or resources. I think I have enough wheat to unlock my final building slot. Which is most definitely going to have to be a military building, given what I'm about to go up against. Any level 1 buildings I have. I could get some more wood so I can upgrade my militia base. Just like that. Problem is, the militia base is also going to cost wheat to upgrade. I currently don't have it in my deck anywhere. And I did promise to myself that I would spend the 400 wheat that I have to unlock this slot. So, there we go. Militia base is selected. Any last minute things I can do before we move on to this fight? Nah, doesn't look like I can upgrade any more buildings, but I will go ahead and repair. Spend what gold I have to repair myself up to 73 out of the 75 max that we now have. And I say we go ahead and press on right now. Okay, so the forests have to be contiguous for 2 of my buildings to have their effects activated. Almost halfway to pay, over halfway to paying off a bribe. I meant. There's a training camp, but it is pretty early in the game for that. I suppose I could do something like this. Oh, crikey. I'm gonna hold the mercenary camp. Wood clear is probably not going to do us any good, other than providing resources for bribing. But do I want to put it down where there's a trap? That's gross. Could put it there for 4 units. There's a ranger base. But I don't think it's going to be connected to any of the forest pieces on my map. Okay, I paid off a bribe. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. Okay, I got my hunting lodge ready to go. At least. There's a wooden fortress I can place down. But I failed to pay another bribe. Wooden fortress. Problem is, it's gonna cut off the rest of my forest. Okay, that's another bribe paid off, so that's good. Okay, there's more turns left to pay than there are pieces in my deck. Okay, I can do this. Militia base is coming up. And it's for each production building in range, but I'm not gonna be within range. Yuck. I don't have very high hopes for surviving this. Alright, so that's 25 swords. I only have 20 axes. So my axes can turn into arrows, which will take out these swords, then... If I win, then it's only gonna be by a hair again. Oh, yikes. This is probably the best plan I could come up with, so... Here's hoping I'm doing the right thing. $18 axes, 63 swords, 107 swords. I think I win. Okay, I do survive, but it takes out over half of my health. Dominant Duke. Beat Act 3 with the Duchy. We get the Burgomaster. Collect 6 gold for each connected production building and field. It may randomly appear during your runs. Oh, man. That was pretty tense if I do say so myself. But I managed to pull through somehow, and ended up with 34 defense left. And on normal difficulty, too. And I got a high score of 37,616. What a run tonight, folks. I'm pretty relieved to know that I won a run on any difficulty other than easy with the Duchy. And by completing so many more missions, we now have more crowns to use for unlocking stuff in the progress tree, which we are going to do in the next part. But until I have calmed down from all that action, and I'm ready to see what I can unlock with my crowns, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you. Bye!